I did this wrong. Hold on a minute. I didn't pull up chat. I pulled up like the other live. I want to get chat on. How is everybody doing? Let me take those off so that you don't see a big glare. Let's see here. We're going to be talking about the killer tonight in the Idaho murders. I did some prayer and protection, but it's put me in a really rotten mood. I'll be honest. So this is called Authentic, Mama D. So comments are shut off. Comments are shut off because I got puppies. And I get no sleep anymore. And I don't have time to answer comments. And I love you. I truly do. I try to put a heart on every single one. I even try to add another heart. Y'all know I struggle with comments. Well, I have some things to address. This is the last time I'm going to address this. So I have a GoPro, and I'm gifting it away to a subscriber at it'll be New Year's Eve. And I'm so excited to do that. But we're going to get some things kind of set up a little bit so that people understand. For the commenter that said, I thought you promised Dolly the GoPro. Number one, I didn't promise Dolly anything. I offered the GoPro to Dolly. And I said, just email me where I ship it to. A month later, still nothing. After many offers, I had a lot of people waste my time in emails. Oh, I'm here to pick it up for Dolly. You just got to let me know. No. See, it's not something I wanted to get through somebody else. I wanted the decency and respect shown that I'm giving away $1,000 item, and it wasn't. The offer was not taken. And then I went publicly and said, I'm giving Dolly one more week. Well, that was 3 weeks ago. And I still haven't heard anybody from Dolly. I haven't heard from Dolly. I've heard a lot of his people want me to gift it to them and they'll take it. I've also had people emailing me. They're like, somebody's trying to keep the GoPro from Dolly and they're another channel and they're doing this. And if they offer to buy it, don't let them buy it. I'm not here for your games. I have no respect for the games. And then I had somebody, well, don't give it to Dolly. I'll buy it. Stop. It's not for sale. I didn't buy it to make money. I bought it to use. And I'm not using it. And I want to gift it. And it's mine. And I'll do what I want with it. And I want to give it to a subscriber. And so therefore, I'm gonna. And it could be you. It very well could be. So we can't do the game anymore because, people are like, I said 88. I said 77. I said 42. And there's such a lag on YouTube. So I go off of my phone. And my phone shows that person did do what they said, but it was not in the start and stop on my screen. And so then they're hurt. But on my side, I'm playing fair. And so this is not a gift to upset people as I go along the way. So from now on, I will randomly, simply choose your name based on a live chat. If you're in live chat and it's the end of the time frame that I choose for the night, I'm just going to scroll in the comments. I'm going to read a couple. And I'm going to pick somebody that is showing their love, showing positivity, showing care for others, showing care for themselves, standing up for what is fair and what is right. The truth is not always, simple and easy and clear. Sometimes it's tough to hear. But the truth is, I'm not impressed with the comments lately of those that don't subscribe. So I prefer not to have to deal with them because subscribers are always like so loving and so kind. But the ones that I'm checking out that are the comments such as, can you refrain from saying killer when there's two. We all know there's two, because that's driving me batty. Well, your comment pissed me off, and I was like, I'm just going to kick him off the channel. But I didn't. I'm like, Mama D's in a bad mood because I've been like ciphering in the killer energy, and I feel like backhashing people. Like, I'm like, to my son, I go to get ready for work. He goes in the bathroom. I'm like, excuse me, I'm getting ready for work. You've had all day. He's like, but I got to go now. I'm like, put the computer down. I mean, it's getting like that. So we've got to get the energy out, the killer energy out. To the person that made the comment that they are tired or sick of victim blaming. Because it wasn't Ethan and it wasn't Zaina's fault. Implying that I'm blaming Ethan and Zaina. And then they go on to say, because the target, we all know, was Kaylee and Maddie. Hypocrite. Hypocrite. And instead of me booting you off the channel because you are pissing me off, I just shut off comments. Because after about 12 of those stupid little idiot comments, I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Are you reading your shit that you're writing? Because it's really pissing me off. It makes me not want to do YouTube at all. Because I can take my shit and go. That's how I feel when I'm the killer energy. All my shades coming out, and I'm like, wow. And then I get hit by, yeah, baby, I know. I'm upsetting you, aren't I? Mama loves you. See, killer energy makes me be mean. And this person is mean and resentful. To all of you that are so kind in the comments, I greatly needed that today. You guys saved me from like deleting my YouTube channel because it got ugly. But I'm authentic and I'm real, and I don't put up with shit. I won't. If you come on my channel and you harass one of us as an 1111, even if it's not me, it's just another person, you harass them, you call them stupid or anything naughty like that. I found out through YouTube a couple of years ago that there's a thing called block them from the channel. Now, you don't know you're blocked. You're just wondering why nobody ever responds to your comments, I'm sure. But the rest of us never see you again. Just saying. I didn't use that today because I'm like, I'm in killer energy. Now, I don't feel it toward my pets, but like any little thing is setting me off. Could be because I've only had 2 hours of sleep and I got no puppies, but they're adorable. Another comment I got, is this about you? Or are you going to read the cards? You know what? Y'all got a button. Get the hell off my channel. Go do something with your life. You can go watch another tarot reader. I'm just sorry, baby. I got to quit, y'all. That's the energy the killer has. I'm not kidding. Like, I was fine when I got up. I got about, I'd say 4 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock, and I started meditating. I'm like, okay, I've got to get this personality. I've got to understand. So I didn't think of anything. Come here. Come here. Let's hug. Mama scared you, and my energy's so negative. So, anyway, it upset me. The energy upset me. It upset me away from people. It made me, the energy of the killer, it's so sharp. It's like, I want to tell everybody to fuck off. I'm sorry for swearing. I'm at the Dollar General today, and I felt like everybody was being fake to me because I had to run there and get milk at about 4:30. And I felt like all the normal people that always love to talk to me, and I love talking to them, I'm like, you fake fuckers. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I get home and I'm like, I get it. I am embracing, because this is not normal. Like, I feel like I'm purging. Like, there's this purge going on in this individual. And they literally are like, I'm going to make my world be completely different. And I'm not going to give control to anybody to F up my perfect view of shit. And so this other person's like, it's a pact. I'm the same. And I feel two killers. I do. But at the same time, when I say killer, they're of one mind. Obviously. There's something very unique about this individual. Gretchen, can you please stop? Come here. Noah, come get Gretchen and take her potty, please. Okay, well, she's really got to go, though. Okay, he'll be up here in like a minute. All right. So, I had a few other people comment on the way I do divining rods because they do it different. You know what I'm saying? Burn. I am me. I'm always me. I will always be me. And if you don't like that, then go find someone you do like to watch. It's free. It's YouTube. It's free, right? Aw, you guys. I don't know, Holler Girl, Mama D, why do some people do things like this? Don't listen to those cockroaches. I don't even call them a name. I know I'm in a mood because I'm not normally like this, so I'm not going to call them a name. But I am going to tell you, quit being an asshole, so I guess I am. I'm going to call them a name. I'm going to call them a name. Quit being an asshole. I mean, you don't need to be. Nobody woke up and came to your house and was like, I'm going to leave a real nasty note on their door. Then you get out there and you're like, open the morning door and there's a sticky note and it says, I don't like the way you mow your lawn. And you're like, what? That's how I feel. So comments are gone until Mama D feels better. I just can't, y'all. I can't. Y'all know me. If it's negative, I cut it out. I'll put them back on soon. I love you too, Angel Rose. I love all of you very much. I am Mel. Aw, thank you. The other thing is, y'all, as much as I love you guys, please stop sending me links. I don't watch none of them. The only shows I watch, and I say this all the time, is when it's interviews of like the parents of the child or a roommate. It's an interview. I don't watch commentary. I don't watch readers. I don't care if the reader read exactly like me or they said that it went in the opposite way. That is none of my business. I need to keep my energy unbiased. Right? So I have to literally avoid it. And you're clogging up my email with link after link after link. Stop. I don't want any links from anybody. I want the links to quit. I'm so overwhelmed by the content, and 90% of it is stuff I talked about on the same day or the day before's live. And I'm like, really? And if I don't comment back to the person, I'm going to offend them. And I don't want to be like, hey, I already saw this stuff like 3 weeks ago when it was released. And I'm not trying to be ugly, but I am not a researcher. I do not go looking for information so that my reads are more accurate. I don't care if the news says, if the law enforcement came out right now and said, we only have 3 victims, we lied. I'd be like, no, you have 4. My read trumps you. That's how much I believe this. So what I'm saying to you guys is, and everybody let my energy clear off for a while. Please don't email me for anything for a little while. Just let it soothe down because I volunteer my energy, but I am not going to get trampled on by the situation to where I don't have time for my life because I'm trying to appease people that want to know if I saw harsh reality his last video, when those that have watched probably 3 of my videos know I adore Harsh, and he is one, probably besides Grizzly. I have 3 people I watch consistently, 10 to Life and Elise. She is fact-driven, That is important. It is not hearsay when it gets to her. Okay. So that does clear up if there's issues in the read. Like I don't know what the loyal dog meant in the Brian Laundrie case, and the Elise goes does a reading and it tells me that that is about the lawyer. Got it? See what I'm saying? I connected the dot. Next, I watch Harsh Reality because he is brilliant. He is brilliant. He's got the questions. He thinks things through. He takes action and he stays authentic. He's not afraid to piss off people. I like authentic people. I watch Grizzly. Why do I watch Grizzly? Because she's fact driven. She's adorable. And she's got this understanding deep within a psychological criminal background of serial killers. And often people that kill aren't serial killers because they didn't kill again, but they still have a lot of the same yuck, right? So today this video was about me, I guess. All right, I feel better. I had to vent it out. I had to, y'all. I love you, but dang, I got to. Okay, I'm going to go back. Hello, Joyful Dolphin, and Angie Styles, and Leonard Love, Bonnie Bailey. Debbie said, what? Preston Norris. Nobody ruined anything, y'all. Don't worry. Mama D's literally been channeling this energy of the killer for a few hours now. And so it's very negative, but it also addressed some things that apparently have been really eating at me that I wasn't even really understanding how important it was for me to address. So that's something we need to think about is his words were never spoken. He used a weapon and he destroyed people, and it could be two of them that did something. Hey, Skittles. Ooh, I love that. It says, Lala says 111 in chat. I love that number. Now we got 225. Sassafras, good to see you. Sassafras is like, that's the real Mama D too. She ain't going to fool you with that whole, it's the killer's energy. She's saying her mind. She always has. I have. It's true. Natural Healing, good to see you. And Katie Bug, Leslie, Muffin Top, thank you. Jenny, Muffin Top, all of you for modding. I appreciate you guys for putting up with Mama D. I do. Lee McKenna, fur babies are all good. Okay, you guys. Aw, Bonnie Bailey, thank you, my love. Thank you for that snooper chat. I said, oh, and little Lucy, thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Honey Bunny, thank you. I greatly appreciate all of you. I appreciate your donations. I appreciate you just watching. I appreciate you hitting the like button, telling me that you love me. I appreciate it all. I'm just going to let my energy clear for a little bit. And I probably won't be online tomorrow. I have a lot of housework to do. I have to completely get the puppy mat changed and big stuff. Oh, we have 111 likes. Ooh, I love it. Heaven Reigns has been a Starlight member, you guys, for 13 months. Well, it'd be like that for you guys, right? 13 months. That's incredible. I so appreciate you, Heaven. Heaven comes with these beautiful, beautiful colors every time. It just makes me smile. Hi, little bear. Welcome to 1111 Tarot. Mama D's not always so crabby. You ever done that where you're like the mama and you're trying to cook the dinner and you got everybody coming in and eating off the plate and trying to do stuff and you lose it and you're like, everybody get out of the kitchen. Okay. That pretty much sums up what happened. All right, my beautifuls. I'm going to let chat roll. Let it roll. We're going to dig into this because I want to get this killer energy over with. This is not a science. There's a lot of misunderstandings in tarot. It can take 20 readings to get to the heart of the matter. There will be adjustments. Why do I not ask any longer, like, is this Ethan's twin or triplet brother Hunter? Because if I misinterpret it and I say yes, and then down the road it's not him, I will have re-victimized somebody that is suffering the loss of a brother. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the energy. As I was shuffling, the top card sprung. So this person, killer, is in love. This is not a pacifier. I say this every time. This is not a pacifier. This is a relationship. It's love. In this picture, it's going to tell us something. There are clues hidden in tarot. Oh, and if you want one of these beautiful hats, I do have the trademark of the little emblem already applied for. Thank you, Indy, for suggesting that. Yeah, out of the picture. Oh my God. Think of it as the lover is out of the picture, right? Because he's in the picture frame, a past memory, and he's watching her, stalking her. That's the killer's energy. It's a 28. Boils down to a 10 when you add them together, which really could be this whole closing of the cycle of love. Take a good look at the dude. Often tarot, if it has the ability to, will allow you to see the individual. And if I look at the woman, she almost kind of slightly resembles Maddie. That's interesting. We're going to go ahead and get one more of these. Understanding the killer's inner. We're going to get two more. Say what you mean. We talked about the killer never saying what he meant. And if you look at that, that's a red cross basically being used in that window frame. Or what is that, a window frame? Oh, it's like a bridge or something. But it basically, if you look at it, you get this cross, this blood cross, like this sacrifice feel. At least that's what I picked up on. And I've got this guy, he's looking at her like disdainful, like, if you only knew what I really think, right? And she's gone on her way to do whatever. And again, we have that male looking at a female. Look how closely these cards are related, okay? So in this one, we have the picture frame and the man is looking at the female and it says love. We're talking about the killer energy. In this one, it says say what you mean, and it's an 18, which is a 9. So we go from a 10 to a 9. And look at that. He's looking right at her, trying to hold it still. Okay. And then our third card has a white tiger. And it has a male and a female on it. And again, the male is behind her. He's wearing the same type of clothing as she is. And it says family and tribe. So this is somebody that's been considered family and part of their tribe. This is not somebody that recently came into the picture and was like, oh, I kind of like her. She doesn't notice me. No. And this reading is cinching up for me personally, and I'm not going to say who, but it is cinching up for me who I've locked in on at this point. And I'm going to review the astrology because I think there's more to it than just Ethan and Zaina being a target. I think Ethan and Zaina were part of the target, but I will say that I feel like they were targeted because of maybe his protectiveness of the girls, one. What is it, Gretchen? Do you want up in your chair? Come here, Mama, help you. Come on, up, up, up. You gotta jump a little. That's my girl. She's so big, 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 big. Ready? There you go. But the reason that I feel like they're still targeted, but they might not be the main target, but they could be targeted, is because they are successful at having a relationship. And this person doesn't get the relationship they want with another individual. I'm feeling like that Kaylee may have been collateral. I don't want to say that. I don't know. I listened to the father's interview today. It's like he didn't have to go up the stairs, or they didn't. And both girls, Maddie and Kaylee, Gretchen, that is enough. Completely enough. Go night night. She's been everything, like loved, petted, fed, watered, toileted. She's just being spoiled. But I can take her downstairs to my other son. All right, I'll be right back. We're going to get more into the tarot reading. There's something I'm not quite locked in, but I'm so close. I can't understand why Maddie and Kaylee have different means of death. That's what the father says, means of death. And the markings didn't match. So that gets weird. That could be our two killers. So Ethan and Zaina may have been for one killer, and the other one may have been targeting Kaylee and Maddie. And I'll tell you when I get back. It's real life, y'all. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's a correct check. It's all right. I'm going to take all the time we need. All right, I'm back. Whew. So it could, there's a lot of in the thinking it out. Like, did one person really have it out for Ethan and Zaina, and then the other person has it out for one of the girls, and these two are all in the same fraternity or group, whatever. Somehow these two are made a pact to where they're together and they enter this room and each takes a victim, and then they enter the next room and they each take the victim, and then they split. I don't know. Makes a person wonder, doesn't it? All right, I'm out of breath from the stairs. There's actually a lot of stairs. I know I sound like an elephant going up and down them. All right, my loves. Let's get busy. Let's get more energy of this killer to understand. This is definitely about love. So I'm not going to define if it's one killer. I'm not going to define if it's two. I'm going to say killer because they both are. I don't care if it's one detail or a detail about both at this point. I want any information we can possibly get about this killer. So it is a relationship. This is not something that just comes up. Three of Pentacles. This is 3. So when I see 3, it's too many energies in the relationship. There are too many energies in the relationship. Three of Pentacles is cooperating. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Because that means 3 people making plans. It's kind of like the architect in the real tarot. 3 of Pentacles is cooperating, working together. And that knife is not like custom made. The person could have ordered 10 of them. Killers could have each had the same knife, which would really confuse simple authorities that don't think outside the box. I mean, we're still dealing with law enforcement. They're like, that's where his phone pinged, and so he was asleep. We could clear him. We don't got no DNA results yet. You know, we didn't check him against what evidence is there, but, well, He said he was sleeping, so we'll just say he's clear. I mean, really? Okay, we got a story here. Oh, thank you. I got this. Thank you, lovely. It says 2 of Wands. King of Pentacles. I'll tell you what they mean in a minute. 8 of Wands. The High Priestess. I'm putting it on the love card. The Hanged One. Major Arcana. The Cup of Love. Or the One of Cup. Ace of Cup. The 4 of Sword. And the 8 of Sword. Sword, sword, sword. So it ends with 4 swords and 8 of Swords. Something else you might want to think about. If this killer had planned on doing this alone and he had 2 personalities, he would see it as 2 killers, especially if he had 2 K-bar knives and he came in with 1 in each hand. You would get a left-handed stroke, completely different, and a right-handed stroke. Just saying. We're dealing with a psychopath, obviously. So, what this kind of means, I'm going to slip on my eyewear so I can read this for you. 2 of Wands is about a decision. King of Pentacles is about loyalty and longevity. So it's a decision about long-term investment. This is somebody that has put in time, and I'm talking at least, I would say maybe like 7 years. Might even be exactly, because the train just came. The truth train. So this person's, oh, I'm getting 6 years. Look, I was thinking that, and then when I look at the King of Pentacles, look at her little fingers. She's holding up 6 fingers. So, could be 6 years they've been together. I mean, who got the calls? I'm talking about the killer. And there's communication from the girls right there. And it says love, and then I get the High Priestess on it. Well, in the reading, I always see myself as my inner insight as the reader, and that is the High Priestess, and it's on love. And remember I said that kind of locked me in. I got the 8 of Swords. I got the 4 of Swords at the end. But before that, it's all about love again. And if you see, that's a poison little apple. And it's got a demon on it, like a little dragon demon. And it's changing one's perception. It's looking in an awkward position, which could be 1 killer, 2 blades would appear as 2 killers, especially because I had a nightmare, and I never get nightmares. I call it a nightmare, but it was like a dreamy vision of the killer last night. It woke me up out of dead sleep. I was sweating. So I can't tell you all of it, but I can tell you that there was this moment where this guy, he had a weapon in each hand, a blade in each hand, and he held them like this, blades out, right? And he had his back to me. And I didn't know he had knives. I didn't know what he was doing. I had no idea. And I was doing something in my dream, and I was on high alert. And I was like looking around, thinking this dude had my back, right? Thinking he was probably somebody keeping their eye open too. And I turned around and I grabbed him by this shoulder, and I turned him to face me. And this part of his face was absolutely normal, flesh, blood, everything. This side was gray flesh, and it was so evil and so wicked, and it was distorted in a way. And I realized that the flesh had rotted off. And this was actually not even him. It was his realness was over here on the wicked side. But he was quite good looking on the fake side, right? It was so creepy. I was like, nah, I don't want to see no more. So I woke myself up. I'm very uncomfortable with it. Didn't like it. So The cards are just flying out of this Hanged one. It's like we're about to get a whole new perspective. This is somebody that invested a lot of time in a relationship and they couldn't have it anymore. They were told no more relationship. Whether this is somebody because they broke up or this is somebody because somebody is moving away. They were in love in a I can't live without you way. A new perception was given to them. The Four of Swords is laying something to rest. A knife for each victim. But all my other readings, from the day I started reading true crime, has been that this is my death card of the victim. And it just happens to be in this case with Four Swords. Does she have... Just a minute. I'm not sure. I feel something energy-wise off of that. Eight of Swords. Mental imprisonment that you put yourself in. Eight Swords. So the killer put themselves in a mental prison after they killed the love of their life. Didn't feel quite like you thought it would, huh? All right, let's dig a little deeper. Okay. So this is a lover that's been in this person's life for at least 6 years. Aw, Sadie. Thank you, lovely. 3 months. That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see what this says. Say what you mean. What is it that the killer was trying to say? What is the killer trying to say? Here we go. The killer felt that this individual, their love of their life, was a liar and a cheater and stole. They saw the victims, the killer saw the victims is cheating on them, as using this breakup or whatever you want to call it as a chance to get a piece of ass. And that's the Black Lilith energy of the killer. That's so freaky. Hold on, you guys. I can't see nothing. I'm sorry. What'd Lola say? Muffin Top is awesome. Muffin Top is amazing. Thank you, Anna Rivera. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Hi, Gemini65 and Katie Bug. Good to see y'all. Let's continue, shall we? So the killer sees them there as the liar, cheater, thiefer. So the killer feels like they've been betrayed. And so, in their mind, they got revenge. And that's why they were stabbed in the heart. Told you, Three of Swords cannot make it up, you guys. This killer feels like this person's cheating on them. I have to ask if you guys have any interviews, and I'm not talking about someone in another reading, I'm talking about factual information. Makes me wonder, did Xana have an ex? We really need to look at these exes. I feel like if you don't want to be held in a suspicious light, that goes for Jack D, that goes for Jake K, whatever their names are, whatever your name is. If you dated one of these victims, go submit your DNA, because you're a suspect in my book. I mean, even if you dated them 2 years ago, go submit your DNA. Just do it. Give the town some rest. We got another 7, so we have 77 in a row. It was 7 of Pentacles. That's that time invested. That's why it hurts so badly. Because this person had put a lot of time in with this individual. And this is betrayal. The killer was being betrayed in their mind, in their thought process, in their heart, in the killer's heart. They saw the victim, the major victim, the main victim, as a betrayer, a liar, a cheater, thief. Because they had invested time. And they knew in their mind that it was all going to work out wonderful. And they're like, you're manipulating this. You're breaking up just to have flings. You're breaking up, or you're doing whatever you're going to do. You're cheating. You're lying. You're stealing from me. So, they felt manipulated. Gemini energy. Now I'm back to the girls. So I say I can't lock in 100%. I do know that Xana and Ethan were targeted, and it could have been simply because they were a man and a wife in a relationship. The killer's like, I am so jealous that you have what you have. But that is not necessarily the lock-in main reason. But I haven't narrowed down who the main victim is. Astrology-wise, it looks like Ethan and Xana. Okay. I want just a couple more cards to understand. So that's what he was saying. He cheated on me because, remember, say what you mean. He didn't use his words. He used his knives. And 7 swords is liar, cheater, thiefer. So what he did not say is, you lying, cheating, thieving person, you, right? 3 of swords. You broke my heart. You destroyed me. 7 of Pentacles. I put in all those years with you. Like, I am locked on, like, my entire teenage years were spent with you. And now you're manipulating me. All right, here we go. Let's go up to the top. Hold on a second. 1 minute. We're going to get up to the top, you guys. We're going to review it a little bit. Thank you, Anna. I don't know if I mentioned thank you to you, but thank you. Okay. Let's move up to the top. And it says, family and tribe. Now, I'm leaving the center open for our last card. How are we doing on time? We're doing great. So we've got family and tribe. This is somebody else treated like family that felt like they're losing everything, not just this person, but the whole tribe. And in this, I feel like this killer felt like their identity is locked into this victim. 3 of Wands, strategic planning, waiting for the perfect moment. What else? One more card, please. Divine timing. What about this tribe? What does that mean? We have some energy on the board. Ophelia, 3 months. I love you, darling. Thank you for being a starlight. 4 cards. We got 4 cards, my love. Thank you for being a starlight. Oh, we got 5 cards. We have the whole story. All right. Let's see what the story is. So, strategic planning, waiting on divine timing. 10 of Swords, total betrayal in the back. The killer's like, you betrayed me. They've got the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. It's all about the words not spoken. This is absolute revenge. 6 of Cups, they've been with them forever. I'd say 6 years. I had the little girl with the 6 fingers out, right? And then I got the 6 of Cups. I've known you since you were a kid. And you left me out in the damn cold. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to swear, you worthless bitch. That's what the killer is feeling. This is 5 of Pentacles. You ungrateful, whatever you want to put in the blank. This is the killer's energy that he's feeling. Page of Pentacles, you make me feel worthless, like I don't mean anything to you. Like all that growing up together meant nothing. The world. You're about to travel. No, you're not. You're going to travel ethereally. This is the World card. This is closing the cycle finally and forever. It's also communication. Wow. Let's go over here and get out of our 1111 mystery deck. Now, if you were into this deck, it normally has a little red bloody handprint on the back. It is called 1111 Mystery Deck, and you can get it at www.1111tarot. No, I'm off. 1111moon.com. And it is one way that I support myself is through the store. So I greatly, greatly appreciate it. That way I can gift back to you guys as well. It is a download, so you can get it printed on sheets that are normal pieces of paper, or you can put a little cardstock into it, like Walmart or any printing shop anywhere. It's just a PDF. But they're all handmade by me. Okay, lovelies, here we go. Killer energy. Okay. This should be interesting. These never fail me. If I get the farm card, I'm just going to throw the cards down. I love you. To the moon and back. I'll see you on the Divine and Rod. If I get the farm card, I'm just leaving. Okay. We start off with betrayal. What has my whole read been about? And I shit you not. Do you see the knife? Do you see the knife? That's why I said these cards are phenomenal. Tricked, duped, backstabbed. So if the injuries don't match on the victims, it could be the ones stabbed in the back. Signature, initials, marks, code. There are marks. You could see the pen as words. He left his signature on every single victim. Now, will the cops be able to figure out what a signature is? Justice. Balanced, served, equalized. This person feels like the debt has been paid in full, in blood. The killer. Sold. Exchange, traded, contract. The killer felt that there was a contract between this person and themselves, and that the contract was negated by something they were doing. That it had been a broken contract. And they felt betrayed by that. Vehicle. Car, truck, van, motorcycle. Could it be have something to do with the Range Rover? You got wheels so you can leave and do what you want. and go far, far away, huh? Do not take this the wrong way. I am not going to point a finger at anybody. There is no evidence on the board. But this gets me more confused by the minute because these cards are so good at what they do. Last night, we asked, is this person related to one of the victims? And we got a yes. I had some of you say, well, could a frat brother be considered related? Maybe. I don't know. I don't have the rules on how the divine talks to us. But the last card in the killer's reading is going to throw you for a loop. Just write it out. Sibling. And it happens. So you have a 3 right here. And it says sister or brother. I'm going to grab this other mystery deck. I said last card, but you always know I get blessing cards. Let's just get a clarification real quick. I feel the card right there. Victim. I mean, in this reading, I've leaned 3 different ways. Mad. Who? We're going to get into it. I'm going to be asking if Ethan had fights with somebody and all that in the Divining Rod session. I'm just not going to dig any more into this on. That's so much info, and I don't want to target someone. I'm just going to let it rest. You saw it. I saw it. We'll have future reads. We'll get deeper. Lake stillness and ceremony. I don't know what lake stillness means. Maybe you do. But ceremony? It was ritualistic killing. There's no doubt in my mind this was a ritualistic killing. There's something that's going to happen. It's going to come out and it's going to hit the media, and it's going to be like that moment where you see the tsunami go through Twitter, Facebook, all that very soon. Because I wanted to know more about that lake for stillness, and on the bottom of the deck before it shuffled, I saw tsunami, which that's my clue card for media frenzy. I have river movement. So we go from lake stillness, where we are now, which I didn't understand, to river movement. So, y'all, it's gonna get real busy. It's gonna get real busy. Just saying. I'm gonna come over here and say hello to you. I'm afraid this shit is deep. I am too, Lee. It is deep. It is deep. It's very complicated. I do feel like we need to look at everybody, not just the frat house, not just the triplets, not just Jack D, not just Jack K or Josh or whatever. I think each person that does not submit their DNA within the next few days to Moscow police to get cleared, I will probably do a reading on you. I'm just saying. If you don't want speculation and all that kind of stuff, just go clear yourself. I mean, at this point, what do you have to lose? Right? Just saying. True, Bubsy. They do need to catch the person. Gemini, feeling sick. Tell me about it. Everyone is a suspect. Correctly. Agree. Jack S needs a reading. Nurse Hill feels Jack S needs a reading. I think so. Allie French, I feel like the killer or killers is from the fraternity. Could be. It could very well be. Hi, Carrie Lovely. Thank you, Muffin Top. Hey, Maggie K and Katie Bug. Jennifer Summers. Aw, thank you. I love you too, Jennifer Summers. Could be Allie. Allie feels like the targets might be Ethan and Madison. You know, there's so many things that cross my mind in the day. Like, I kind of look at it and I go, well, one or two of the girls that were murdered had left their own sorority. Then I look at it and I go, did Zaina have an ex-boyfriend? And all the exes are suspicious to me. All of them. Did Ethan have an ex? I know they say it's a male, which I believe it is, but y'all, I am going to bring this up. I want you to rewatch it and see if it's just Mama D being suspicious, because I watch everything somebody does. I pay very close attention. And like I told you, I watch interviews. Well, the vigil is more or less an interview as well, in a sense. So Ethan's family was up there, and they talked. And Maisie and Hunter were standing on the sides, and you could watch Hunter the whole time. There was only a couple times when he red flagged. But one specific time, the last time he red flagged, was a very huge red flag for me. They had just given basically their heart open to an entire world about the death of a loved one, their brother, their son. It was that moment where I had tears because of the aunt. Now, did you notice one of the red flags was that she was talking about raising or letting Ethan and Maisie stay with her a few times? She never mentioned the other brother. But what was weird is when Hunter was leaving the stage, go watch what he does the last second you see him. He does a little whoop-de celebration move, like, that's it, I'm in the clear. He does. He's got, like, we'll call this a little program or something, and as he's walking away, he's like, that. It was like, I got it in the bag, I did my part. It was complete relief, and it was it was a duping delight, pulled it off moment. And it could just be that he was super nervous about that part. He didn't want to get up in front of a lot of people. He just wanted to get that part over with, and he was just relieved. Could have been that, but it was very weird. So go watch that little detail. And then when we have another live, you can come on and tell me right now. There are no comments, and I'm not taking emails at all. And I've completed the last read of the year personally. So I have no personal reads coming up at all. I was booked solid up to this point, and I am just so grateful to be caught up on everything. I'm going to take some time. I'm still coming on here. I'm still going to do our thing. We're still going to do our divining rods. We're still going to do our next case. We're still going to use the SPF sound, what is it called? Spirit box. We're going to do that, the ghost tool, all that. We're going to do all our fun stuff. We're just going to keep trucking along, because that's what we do here. You know, we're not into the trucky way where we just let things slide just to keep everybody feeling comfortable. We're going to dig into stuff. We're going to get deep. Am I going to be looking at the triplet? Yeah. Hunter caused me to get suspicious. And so I sent out a message today for Hunter and anybody else that is related or whatever, close to the victims. an invitation asking that person, would they please go down to Moscow Police Department, volunteer their DNA to be cross-checked against the killer DNA. And if you are willing to do that, I will no longer be suspicious of you if you don't match. Till then, you're on the table and I'm going to be looking at you. So, that's the way it is. That's the way I see it, y'all. I got to go feed these you-know-whaters. You want to see them? We'll do that. We'll do that at the very end of the Divining Rod. I'll give you the puppy tour. They were like up at 4 till 6:30. I'm like, I need sleep. Yes, Hunter is Ethan's triplet, right, Bubsy? Hippie Mama phone 240 says, in my opinion, Jack S had motive because he was kicked out of the fraternity recently. Good point. Yes, like Muffin Top says, have a great rest of your evening for those of you that aren't jumping over to the Divining Rod read. Excuse me. Lucky has so much attitude, right? Oh, I said his name and he whimpered. They're very smart. Oh, yep, they're up. Perfect timing. Let me see what they're doing. Look, you guys. Look. We're going to turn. Can you see them? Can you see them? One's snoozing. One's playing. They're good puppies, though. They're really, really good puppies. Woo! I just broke the camera. All right, my lovelies. I am going to be picking one lovely person at the end of each live that I do. So let's scroll and see who's going to get entered into the GoPro drawing. You're probably looking at my braids. So what I'm going to do, here's how it's going to work. Put hashtag, or you could do the @ symbol, either way. What makes it turn color? @ Okay, just do the @ symbol, @ 1111, and then write GoPro on it. And then I'm going to scroll through that list. I'm going to pick one person. I'm going to put them in the drawing for the GoPro. And then on New Year's Eve, I'm going to draw out of this. Right now, we have one entry, and that's from yesterday. And it is Love Yourself. You are in the drawing. So I will be adding whoever's about to win now. So put the @ symbol, 11.11, right? Okay, so Bonnie Bailey, you are the winner because you did it right. You got the @ symbol, you got the 1111, Tarot, GoPro. All of you did it right, I'm sure. But yeah, @ 1111, Tarot, GoPro. Let me see my pen. Hold on. I am going to wait to put your entry in when I go downstairs and get sticky notes of the same size. But I'm going to write you down so I don't forget. Bonnie Bailey. And you are eligible for the drawing. So I'll be drawing out on New Year's Eve together with you guys live. Oh, long gone. Thank you for that. Thank you, beautiful. I need some love tonight. That was a rough read. We're still got to do the Divining Rod. I don't like doing the killer's energy that much. Okay, let's see. No space. You go @ and then go 11:11, like you do the clock, and then space tarot. Keep trying. I might get another person on here if you can light it up. Light it up, and I'll add another win for you. Who else can make that do that? Boom! Sassafras, you're in. Sassafras, you're in. Can we make it 3 for the night? You guys keep working at it. Next one I see, light it up. Boom! ADAS. All right, you guys. These are the 3 people for this live that are going to be in the drawing. Bonnie Bailey, Sassafras, and ADAS. I got you all. So I will be adding you to the drawing. I love you guys to the moon and back. I'll see you again very shortly. Bye, loves.